Hello and welcome back to Imagination Mansion. In today's video, I have something a bit different that I haven't done for quite a while. A haul that's not just books or notebooks. Today I went to a local charity shop and then ended up picking up some stuff. So I ended up picking up some clothes and some books. But I will go through the clothes first. So I have tried these on and they do all fit. Some of them just, but they do all fit. So first up we have a mid-2000s aesthetic, and I saw it, I was just like, yeah, which is this jumper, which probably went out of fashion in like 2009. So it's, you know, like the button-up turtleneck, stripy, long-sleeved, buttons everywhere kind of jumper, or long-sleeve t-shirt, whichever way you want to wear it. But I just saw that and I was like, yes please. So I have this one, and then next up is a completely different vibe from that one, which is this one. It's just a little summery top with like a bow in the back. I don't think I've done the bow properly, but at the same time, it's one of those things where it's got no structure if you're trying to tie it when it's not on your body, and then when it's on my body, I can't reach. So, but it seems to fit. Like the elastic thing at the back fits, so, and it doesn't, you know, like hang like all the way down here and like expose anything, so that's always good. Because with tops like that have like the V thing, I find that they're expecting too much of me and they're always just a bit too baggy. And then next up is this, which is like a little vest, a little slightly cropped vest. It looked pretty good when I put it on, so I am fine with that. And then the next three are skirts. So I've got this burgundy on maroon, not sure which one, dark reddish corduroy skirt, if you can see the colour, there we go. Yeah, nice and simple. I have like a queen one like this. I quite enjoy corduroy, so that one. And then next up is this one. So this is a bit of a longer skirt than I usually wear, and it's once again quite mid-2000s. But yeah, it's just a simple brown flowery skirt. I don't usually go for flowery skirts, but I think that's because they're usually quite pow in your face, and you know, they're usually quite pinky coloured as well, which is fine, but I've just found that they never suit me, but that one actually looks okay, so. And then last but not least, just a nice simple checkered skirt with pleats. Can't really say much about it. It's quite a simple skirt, something that I've wanted for quite a while, just because it's it feels like such a staple. but yeah, so they were the clothes I got, and they were all between like £2 and £5 each. So next onto the books. So the books were 2 for £1, and I've got 4 here. And the first one, which is unrelated to the others, is something that was incredibly random. So I just was like, okay, which is Mark's the First 100 Years. I've never heard of this book, but it's basically the 100 years after he died, what impact he had on society and stuff, which sounds kind of interesting, especially as I did sociology in school. So, and next up is a trio of books that I have kind of been looking for quite a while, and I got very excited when I saw these in the shop, and in the covers I recognise, in matching covers, and in pretty good condition. And it is the Maria V. Schneider Poison Study series. So we have number 1, Poison Study, number 2, Magic Study, and number 3, Fire Study. Now there are 3 more books that follow after this, which are Stormglass, Seaglass, and Spyglass, which follow a different character, and they annoyingly only had Spyglass, but in a completely different colour. So that's why I left that one and got this one instead. But yeah, so my granddad got me into these years ago. I say got me into them. He just had read them and so had them on his shelf, and I said, can I read that? And he went, yeah, sure, go for it. But yeah, I read them when I was maybe a little younger than I should have been, considering there were some mature scenes in it, but it's the Yelena Zaltana novels, and I love her. And I just, yeah, they're a good time. I do want to see if I can find the, like, Stormglass series, but yeah, it was finding the books and then finding them in the covers that I recognised. I was just very happy. So 2 other places I went today were TK Maxx and B&M's. So from TK Maxx I got this notebook. I don't know if you can read it. So it's slightly ambitious, in like rose goldy stuff. Do you remember when rose gold was like a huge thing, like 3 years ago? So I got that one, and then I also got this that says She Moves Mountains, and it's a little flippy uppy thing with a little notebook thing inside. So they were just cute. They kind of match. From B&M's I got some zebra midliners because I've seen everyone talking about them, especially as I'm trying to get into bullet journaling and a lot of the people who I watch use them, and so I was like, maybe they'll be good for like not completely bleeding through onto the other page. I am also incredibly heavy-handed, so it also could be that. Recycled packaging and everything. So. And then I got a giant scrapbook. It's just a big star. Oh, it's a big one on the back. Oh, well, this can't really say anything. It's a rainbow star, and then this like project book notebook. Don't know if you can see it. And yeah, that's everything I got. To be fair, I wasn't going to get anything from the charity shop, at least nothing paper, but then I was like, oh, I'll just have a look, which is the most dangerous sentence in history, because literally I went into B&M's and I was like, oh, I'll just have a look. I went into went into TK Maxx, I'll just have a look. And then, you know, I did want some more skirts, which is why I went into the charity shop, but, you know, the book section, I'll just have a look. Don't just have a look. If you don't have the space or the money or anything like that, just don't go in. Don't tempt yourself. Don't ruin your wallet like this. I like things. I'm absolutely, what do people call it? Like a maximalist, where they're like, I just like having stuff everywhere. And I do, I honestly do. Like minimalism, like I get that it is for some people and some people really like it, and you know, it's like no clutter means no stress and all that kind of stuff. But I just feel like it makes me feel like I'm in some kind of like hospital waiting room or like hotel, and it just doesn't feel very personal. Like, so I show my personality in my stuff. And you can kind of tell that I'm an eclectic person because I just have a load of random stuff. Mostly paper-based, not gonna lie. It is mostly notebooks and books. And then mugs. I don't really express myself in any other way. Like, I have some like cuddly toys. Like, we have so many octopus plushies in this house. It's wild. I got some books, got some clothes, got some stationery. The only thing I maybe needed, in quotation marks, is the clothes, and even then, I didn't need them. I just like having more options. It's almost more fun to shop in charity shops, I think, because you don't know what's gonna be there. You know, it's constantly in rotation and it's constantly like just so interesting, and you get stuff from all sorts of different generations. Because like I said, that jumper that looked like it was from 2007, skirt that it's at least in the style of, you know, early 2000s and all that kind of stuff. And I just find it fun to just go, what do people call it? Thrifting, I guess. But I find stuff so much closer to my style in charity shops than I do like in mainstream shops. So very happy with my finds today. Not gonna lie, mostly the books, mostly these 3 books. I love them. And it's also because like if I wanted to keep reading them, I'd have to constantly keep borrowing them off my granddad. And, you know, I wanted to own them, and now I do. And it was literally, if you discount the Marks book, £1.50. Things. So if you liked that video, give it a thumbs up, and hit the subscribe button, because I am going to be making more videos. I do need to get better at fixing myself a schedule, but I don't have a fixed work schedule, so that's kind of difficult, but if anyone has any tips on that, please let me know. But I do plan on making some more videos, especially as I'm trying to do Camp NaNoWriMo. Not for writing, but for editing, because I have had this one book, children's story, just in my drawer for ages. Like, I finished it like 2-3 years ago, and I've just been editing it like a little bit at a time, and then having huge gaps of time where I've not touched it, which isn't good, because if I don't touch it, I can't do anything with it. You know, I have to get through the first edit to get onto the second edit. But I think that's what's stressing me out, is because, you know, all these, I think I've talked about it before, but all these advices that are like, oh yeah, the first edit, you have to be like cutting things up and shuffling things around and doing big plot character overhauls, and I'm like, I kind of started doing line by line, and so I got stuck for ages because I was like, oh, I should be doing these massive overhauls, but I'm already so far through with the line by line, so I shouldn't be doing the line by line, but I've kind of started the line by line, so I don't know how to do the big cutting and reshuffling, and so my brain just went beep boop and just shut down. And so I was like, you know what? You know what? I'm just gonna finish this line by line. I'm struggling. When I do get into the groove of it, like the other day I did do like 8.5 pages, so I think I have like not that many left to go actually. So I am doing okay with this one way round, but I think once I've done this, I kind of don't know where to go from here. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So sorry, that went on completely on a tangent, but that's what I've been up to recently, and it's kind of also why I haven't been making videos, because I've been trying to force myself to do things. But obviously, I don't know if anyone else has this, probably quite a few people have this, but it's like, oh, okay, so you can't do this thing you enjoy, before you've done this thing you don't enjoy. But because you don't want to do the thing you don't enjoy, you just end up doing nothing. And so I've just been kind of in this sort of like liminal space where I've just been doing nothing except watching Dan and Phil's Sims 4 Let's Play all the way through, because that's all my brain can concentrate on right now. And I'm like 50 episodes in. And that's just been my week when I've not been at work. To be fair, I've been in work a lot this week, so it balances out, I like to think. I will actually wrap this up here. But yeah, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, because I do have more video ideas in the works, especially focusing on more of the going back onto like writing stuff and things, since I am currently editing my book. And yeah, hit the notification bell, tells you when I upload something, and I will see you next time.